안녕하세요, 아이언 쉴드입니다.
Thank you, everyone, for being on time. We have a lot to cover. The mark is in the rear of the dining hall. Cast, you're up first. You'll need to crack the lock and get us inside. Once we're in, Talina will use the vents to bypass patrols. There's a steel barrier that blocks access to the hall. Tibbs, can you handle it? Great. Then Isla just needs to bridge the gap. There's enough in that bunker for all of us to live very comfortably. If we stick to the plan, we should have no trouble at all. If we stick to the plan.
möchte mit einem für mich relativ neuen Favoriten in meiner League-Starter-Liste beginnen. Und zwar ist das der Spectre Summoner, ein Necromancer. Das Ganze in der Version von Kay, die hat da wirklich ganze Arbeit geleistet. Ich habe auch ein eigenes Video dazu noch gemacht, wo ich das alles einmal auf Deutsch so grundlegend so ein bisschen erkläre. Aber der Bild von Kay ist wirklich fantastisch. Gerade für neue Spieler ist diese Summon-Mechanik und Spectrum-Mechanik, glaube ich, wirklich sehr, sehr gut geeignet, weil man mit einem Bild den ganzen Content in 패s오브엑자일 in der ersten Liga theoretisch sehen kann und das sogar relativ einfach. Der Bild hat super viele Optionen, die man benutzen kann. Man kann den dadurch, dass man die Spectres wechseln kann, zu einem wahnsinnig schnellen Mapper machen. Man kann damit einen super guten und effektiven Bosser machen. Man kann damit alles machen, was PvP.
Okay, so the next build that we're going to look at is actually from a guy called Poison. And essentially it's a max block cyclone gladiator. Now, my experience with these builds without hits, face breakers, it's very easy to max out. And you can run this pretty consistently. Now, from the guidance level 1 as far as gym setups and whatnot, basically starts Okay, so the third guide that we're going to look at here is the Annual Gold Players. And again, we're going to use max. Now, the reason why this is so good, number one, and the coolest thing about Herophant is essentially it's a minion that can just follow you around. You cannot go out of conditions that are created in this dimension, and it basically allows you to focus on the turn. It's actually quite a good one. Breakdown as well, which will help you basically flesh out your guide as you go. But essentially, if you're especially nice these max okay, so the next one that we're actually going to cover, which is actually I haven't really played with every time I'm well, this guy's actually having a look at the new guide is essentially the node station of his PRPA having this character that she set things up that as you can see
If you do this, you're going to be able to invest more in your defenses instead of damage because you're not going to have to use crit for training. If you do this, a large cluster rule with supercharge, which says non-critical. This means that it rolls the damage range for lightning twice and drops the higher the and it's worth a significant. Synchronating idea is also a really good note to have in all cluster rule. It gives you mana and then from the house support, other option is to go with crit. destruction.
I want to show you that my gear is absolutely not that great, right? I'm running a Tabula, I have a Curse on Hit Ring. This is probably the best piece of gear that this build has, it's just this Curse on Hit Ring. I've got a Rhyme Gaze, which is almost nothing. This is just a bold skill gem. This, right, that's about all the gear that I've got. Now this build in particular is very, very good at clearing. Now one thing that you're going to notice is that I have quite a few projectiles going out. And because of the Dying Sun Flask, I actually don't need GMP whatsoever, right? So just with Creeping Frost, this is a tier 16, right? Just with Creeping Frost, not even using my additional abilities. This is clearing absolutely like a breeze. I have had no issues with this build. This is one of the strongest builds that I've played for League Start in quite some time, actually, with the amount of gear that this build has. And with some changes that I've made recently, we're actually utilizing Elemental Equilibrium now. And you can kind of see that we're just kind of going in and getting frisky. I mean, okay, so here's Host. We'll use some extra single target. But, I mean, no leather belt, no headhunter today, boys. But you can kind of see the build does some pretty good damage nowadays. As I've changed the ability to use Stormbind or rather not Stormbind, not that horrible ability, Stormbrand to be in our Trigger Wand, which even if the Trigger Wand gets nerfed, I'll update the path of building and don't worry about that. I've heard some ruminations that the Trigger Wand...
Auf der Liste ist ein Essence Drain Trickster von Havok in diesem Fall. Es gibt hier zwei Versionen, ich verlinke auch beide unten in der Beschreibung. Einmal eine Version, die ein bisschen mehr auf Damage setzt und einmal eine Version, die ein bisschen mehr auf Defense setzt, und das ist eben die Version von Havok. Der Essence Drain Trickster ist seit der Legion League einer meiner absoluten Starter-Builds. Er ist einfach so super zu leveln, hat kaum Gear-Erfahrung. Das Gear, was man braucht, kann man sich in der Regel selber craften, zumindest bis zu einem bestimmten Grad ist das wirklich sehr, sehr hilfreich. Ich mag oder ich liebe diesen Effekt quasi schon fast, dass man quasi ein Pack-Monster mit Essence Drain hittet und alles fällt und dieses super Containment. Das ist einfach ein super, super schöner Spell, ein schöner Bild. Und das macht richtig Spaß damit. Wie oft bei Dog-Builds ist es nicht der allerstärkste Bosser, aber dadurch, dass ihr ja Damage on Time macht, wie dort ja schon sagen, könnt ihr quasi einmal euren Damage-Spell auf den Boss casten und könnt dann Range dodgen, ausweichen und so weiter. Das ist definitiv eine gute Möglichkeit. Und ich habe damit auch wirklich schon sehr, sehr
Play with an increased skill effect duration that was the last part was doing so. This character is currently on 92 and level this one up today. I currently have like 8 hours, 3 minutes playtime. And yeah, I mean 8 hours. Basically run around Blade Vera basically is as always like your main carry of damage. So Blade Vortex doesn't feel that insane yet based on my weapon choices. For example, if you would take let me quickly get the volume a little bit down. So usually you would take some kind of cold iron point dagger, or what is it called? To have like insane amounts of damage based on the scaling of your blade vortex, right? So if you're wondering, Pathfinder Pestilent Strike versus the Assassin blade vortex poison, right? So I gotta admit, this is the first poison build that I'm playing as an assassin, okay? So usually every poison build that I played is played as a Pathfinder because I just love the poison proliferation and that kind of stuff. And the Minos Kitchen Knife, now it's kind of the same, it's just a super bad weapon, right? So for example, if you would take the cold iron
See, I can't actually fight you. I would love to fight you. Honestly. I can't see you because of your fucking butt buddy up in the sky. Man, seriously, you need to move, dude. Like, come on. Like, I hate it when he does that. He gets in, like, the worst possible positions. All the time. So the big thing about this fight is just keeping a track of where he goes, right? You just need to stay near him. As long as you can stay near him and keep an eye on which way he faces, you should be mostly fine in this fight, right? That's 90% of the difficulty. that's the hard part right there. That's it. We actually managed to survive it, which I'm kind of surprised about. But it's just that little itty bit there where you can't figure out where he goes right after that ability.
Some leveling skills such as Orb Storm and Stormblast Mine will lost common leveling waves, and some spell builds are hard to go max. But today I introduced a new game-changing leveling build for all elemental spells builds, and I think this helps just some quick builds most. This guide is the most flexible of all leveling builds, so even if you do not think on COC build, you had better watch my video and apply to your leveling. So check it out.
Amount of chill that you'll be doing and a lot of freeze that you'll be doing, but other than that, you're not going to have a lot of defensive layers in this build, and it's also not very hardcore friendly is another con for this, because unless you level it very differently than how I level it, or level very slowly and carefully and make sure you're over leveled, it's going to be hard to take that to the next level. Alright, let's get on with the skill links. First we have Vortex, the most important one, and that's going to be linked with Spellslinger of course, and then Efficacy, Hypothermia, Controlled Destruction, and Swift Affliction for your 6 links, and you'll want them
지금까지 아이언 쉘드였습니다.